Alright guys, Epic fucking Slayers here, and today I want to discuss a PVE Dark Zone and if this should be introduced. Now, in a recent video reply to SkillUp's video on ganking, I well and truly behaved like a fucking baby dick, and I apologise for my behaviour really. If you've got any respect left for me, then I beg you find forgiveness in your heart, and with that said, let's start the video. Should we have a PVE Dark Zone? So this has to be the most talked about addition to 1.6, and I want to give my 2 cents. Now, when I play the Division, I'll probably spend 50% of my time in both PvE and PvP activities. My opinion is simply this: why the fuck not? I mean, I cannot see any reason why a PVE Dark Zone should not be included. Now, if you disagree with me, that's absolutely fine, but please allow me a couple of minutes to explain why a PVE Dark Zone is not a bad idea whatsoever. So I recently talked about ganking in the Dark Zone, and although I disagreed it was a big problem, I've had to think about it, and you're probably right guys, it is a problem, and the majority would say so. So if ganking is a problem for you right now, then having a PvE Dark Zone means you can have the Dark Zone environment without the worry of being ganked. For PvP players worried they would lose this group of players and reduce the amount of PvP, then I'm sorry, but ganking players who don't want to fight is not PvP in the first place. PvP players feel they will lose this player base from the current Dark Zone, but you need to understand that most players who are really advocating a PvE Dark Zone are not currently going in the Dark Zone anyway, and I don't think the current DZ would really be that affected by a PvE Dark Zone. Look guys, I absolutely fucking love PvP. I get so much satisfaction from draping my sack over another player's face like a fucking new pair of elastic goggles. But unfortunately, there is no competitive PvP right now, which is what I most enjoy. And if there is, it's very little. I mean, I'd much rather a PvP against people I know who want to fight and actually test my skill against them. So it's no secret the Division community is in a sad state right now, and there is a lot of negativity towards the DZ especially. A PvE Dark Zone will have no effect on PvP players, but provide a massive boost to the community that want the DZ experience, i.e. the environment, without the worry of PvP combat. Now, Survival is a great example of how the DZ should work. Upon entering the Dark Zone, you choose either PvP or PvE. The loot rewards should be the same, but in PvP, you get an extra 20% more funds or experience, and experience. Now, if they introduce, for example, a leveling system like the Underground, maybe a prestige system, whereby you are awarded for loot for reaching a certain amount of experience, then this is where the 20% extra will make a difference. Ultimately, you'll be getting more caches and more loot. I believe that PvP should be a more risk, more reward space. Now, another reason why having a PvE Dark Zone is a good idea is because once players have the confidence in their builds and skill after farming the PvE Dark Zone, they will be more inclined to enter the PvP experience, which will benefit PvP players. Now, the question I ask you about a PvE Dark Zone is, do we have the current DZ but with PvP removed, or include tougher enemies, i.e. hunters, to make the PvE Dark Zone more intense and difficult? Now, let me know what you would suggest in the comments section below. And that brings me to the end of the video guys. I hope Massive make the right choice and listen to the overwhelming support for a PvE Dark Zone. I personally think it's all about choices, and this will be another great addition. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.